Good morning. This has nothing to do with anything, but I'm just thinking about it. Papoose is on narcotics. I don't know if he used to be on them and got back, allegedly, because every time you see him now, he like, his eyes wide open, he paranoid, he just did y'all look at him at the meet and greet? He was just back there like, his clothes be looking all rough. Allegedly, Papoose is a drug addict. I don't know what it is. But I can tell. I was brought up around drug addicts. I've seen people overdose. When I was little, they used to say that when they first started saying Whitney Houston was on drugs, and everybody was like, "Oh, Lord." And I looked at her and I could tell, yes, she is on drugs. I can tell when somebody on drugs, and Papoose is allegedly on drugs. Y'all, I know how y'all feel about Claressa Shield, but we cannot, I can't say we can't allow this man to drag her down. She's allowing him to drag her, and she's dragging herself, but that's wild. And somebody gonna come out, somebody that's getting high with him, or no, they gonna say something at some point, because not only do addicts are addicts. He's got a gambling addiction, and I believe he has a DRUG addiction. That's Key Talks for today.
Hello and welcome back, Pillow Talkers. We spill the tea that everyone tries to hide. No gossip is off limits, no truth is untold. Grab your pillow and watch the stories unfold.
Hey, my sweet babies. So, it took me a minute to say what I'm getting ready to say, because I want to make sure I'm not saying it in judgment, and I want to make sure I'm saying it from a place of love.
Now, I admit, when I seen this picture, I said something is terribly wrong. Now, I take screenshots, sometimes screen record or download videos, and I forget them. That's why sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot I got this. And it's a time and a place to use them. Well, I screenshot this because I thought that he was going to erase this picture, because these are one of these pictures where I'm for sure somebody that's sane in the mind would not upload. And when I seen this, now, I'm not going to lie, I didn't go straight to rugs. But I was like, why does he look so dirty, grimy, and just unkempt? It's just something that's so unsettling about this pic. Like, nobody can't tell me that this man looks refreshed and like he got a ton of money. Now, if you know, you know. You know that you can get called Unc for two different reasons. One, because that's your elder and it's giving them respect. And two, the other reason that Key is talking about. And let me remind y'all, this is the same picture when he was trying to show us that he was flying private. Now, I seen somebody comment that they know from experience that people that chew gum and candy like a lot means that they may be using rugs. Now, years ago, somebody told me, because it was a guy that was at a job and he was eating candy, and she pointed it out and said that that means that he uses rugs. But the gum thing I didn't know about. And I want y'all to listen to the way he's talking. Is this giving lockjaw? And if I'm not mistaken, don't lockjaw mean something, or am I tripping? And he also did the Unc stumble.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, just listen.
Hey, look, you know what it is, man. 2026. Y'all see what we doing. Win records. Let's go.
Let's flow, hit my feet, I'm getting high. And I'ma keep it 100. Biting down, bout to rip my tongue up. It be hard to understand because my jaw keep locked. And I ain't even trying to talk cause my jaw keep locking. It be hard to understand me, my jaw keep locking. It be hard to understand because my jaw keep locked. Bite down, bite down. It be hard to understand because my jaw keep locked.
And I also decided to look more into it to see what this lockjaw thing mean. And everything that I'm saying is alleged. I didn't say anything about rugs anyway. I told you it didn't even cross my mind. I heard a couple of you guys saying it, and I just thought that he appeared to look rough. And we're just reading and pillow talking. So it says, yes, people often chew gum or use pacifiers when using stimulants like MDMA or cocaine to manage involuntary jaw clenching, teeth grinding, and muscle spasms.
Well, Claressa is the best thing that ever happened to me, man. I'm saying, I gotta say that, man. Definitely one of the best things that ever happened in my life. Very beautiful, very outgoing. So much love, man. So much fun. Smart.
Come on.
You know what I mean? People don't know. Blessing in my life, man. Love her to death.
Why stimulants affect the jaw? Nervous system activation. Central nervous system stimulants trigger excess adrenaline and neurotransmitters like serotonin, causing the jaw muscles to contract involuntarily. Gurning and clenching. Users often experience repetitive side-to-side jaw movements or tight clenching, commonly referred to as coke jaw or gurning. Spasms and lockjaw. Intense muscle fatigue or severe spasm can restrict movement or cause the jaw to lock. What's the reason for the gum? Users chew gum to give their jaw an active outlet, which helps reduce painful teeth grinding.
It's so much fun. Smart.
Come on.
You know what I mean? People don't know.
Hard to understand because my jaw keep locked.
And speaking of pictures that I thought that shouldn't be uploaded, did y'all see Claressa's most recent pictures? And I'm not talking about the one with the white fur, the one where she say that she grew into her beauty and that her heart always been as pure as this white fur.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
But I guess since everyone liked it so much, so back by popular demand, she did a dark version of it with black fur. And I must admit, Claressa must have lost her damn mind. Why is this girl full on showing her nips? Like, it's subtle, but I'm like, people in the comments like, am I tripping or is the nip showing? And we already know what her lips look like. And I can't believe she even uploaded that picture. But I'm not going to show y'all the actual thing that I'm talking about. So it's the covered up version. But y'all, she is on social media with her lips in full display. Like, you're talking about a woman that stated that, oh, every female has to edit her pictures. And you know, that's a damn lie. But we all know that she's a filter queen. So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, I didn't know that my bathing suit was in between my lips. At this point, I'm pretty sure Claressa enlarges and looks at everything because she know that most likely social media is going to find something to nitpick. After all, she did get clowned for having bumps on her inner thigh meat. So basically, at this point, Papoose isn't the only one getting intimate with Claressa Shields. We know what her lips look like. We know what her chest look like. We even know where her inner thigh looks like. So at this point, we know almost every intimate detail of Claressa. And honestly, how obsessed she is about her butt, eventually we'll end up seeing that as well. And she already stated that she wouldn't mind doing OF like K Scott, but she stated on her live that they wouldn't sponsor her. But isn't that funny? No sponsors, no endorsements, but not even OF will sponsor the quote. But at this point, she's doing corn. A person that talks so highly of herself and talks about medals and accolades has resulted to showing her whole body on social media. But this right here only shows that Papoose really doesn't give a damn. Because what sensible man that loves his girl to death would ever allow her to upload pictures like this? And I know Claressa is a grown woman and she can do what she wants and no other person can tell you what to do. But at least an argument would have happened and those pictures would have been taken down immediately. But anyway, Shalita, who is Claressa's sugar mama Shill's cousin, just stated that she has screenshots of Claressa sending Papoose $80,000 just yesterday. Now, a lot of people most likely is thinking, where is Shalita getting this information? Especially since Claressa and Shalita appears to be ops. Now, Shalita says that she has a source, and if you got common sense, we can gather that that source has to be very close to Claressa Shields. So, my advice to Claressa is, instead of constantly going off on people who probably live in different states or even countries, check the people who are right beside you, because apparently there's a mole.
Well, first and foremost, I want Claressa to show me that Cash App to Papoose, okay? Because somebody already leaked it, okay? And I got the screenshots of it. She done literally sent this man over $80,000 through Cash App, allegedly. I got text messages, allegedly, of her begging this man to come back. Oh, I'ma send you a ticket. Just come back to Atlanta. This is in text messages. How much is the debt? I'm finna Cash App you right now. Say it wasn't her money if she can't Cash App who she wanted to Cash App. That's not what the fuck I said. But you got $80K to give to a nigga, but we had to wait until Monday, Wednesday to bury Granny. You got $80K to give to a nigga, but you lost Granny house for less than $3,000 in taxes. You got $80K to give to a nigga, but you got a lien on your house in Flint Township. You got $80K to give to a nigga, but you paying a mortgage on a house that you went down to Atlanta and purchased. You got $80K to give to a nigga, but your house is empty on the inside. You ain't even got pots and pans, let alone furniture. And the only furniture in that bitch, Maserati Bud bought allegedly. You got $80K to spend on a nigga butt. You need me to keep going with this? Is y'all okay upstairs?
So apparently Papoose is in debt and he left, and Claressa wanted him to come back. So she said she would give him the money, asked him how much money he wanted, and then told him to come back. Now, mind you, she keep telling everybody that Papoose got a job, and we still trying to figure out what other job does he have besides taking money from her. But we all can clearly see that recently Papoose been posting a lot of videos and pictures of it appearing that his money is going up. I mean, he's having celebratory dinners, important meetings, even stating that he's making a bag on his post. He signed on Shane Mosley and gave us the good old grandpappy pics. And we just saw that he was flying private. Why would that man need to ask his woman for $80,000? And I know we just heard that he left, but most likely he knows how Claressa is. His plan most likely was that he was going to leave, Claressa was going to beg as usual, and then he was going to drop the bomb. Yeah, I need some money. I'm pretty sure that's on repeat for him and her.
When she was drank, But she was a real man. That goes out to the Papoose.
Now, we all know Claressa is constantly begging for flowers. She got caught begging Papoose for flowers in text messages, and Jada the Boxer also exposed that Claressa stated in her past relationships that the men never gave her flowers. So we all know that flowers is pretty much a big deal for Claressa, but ever since she has been dating Papoose, I believe that she only has received flowers once or twice. Well, after Papoose received the $80,000, he then brought Claressa roses. So he basically used her money to buy her a present. And at this point, this is quite effed up. Like, she never gets anything unless she gives him the money to buy it. Like, how pathetic. But y'all already know the saying, a person will only treat you the way you allow them to. But what are y'all thoughts? Do you think that Papoose is using narcotics? How do you feel about Claressa showing her nips in her most recent pics?
I'm back outside and I'm putting that shit on her.
And what do y'all think about Claressa sending Papoose $80,000? Also recently, Claressa's cousin Shalita has reported that Claressa has put her sister Bree into a mental asylum. We will talk about it in the next video. Y'all, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, hype me up, send a super thanks if you care to do so, and I'll see you in the comments.